Hello everybody, this is Skyflight44, aka Sect44. I'm going to be playing NFS Underground for another leisure play. I've just haven't played NFS Underground in a while. I went back, I started playing NFS Underground Rivals again, and it it's not the same fix, I must say. I still kind of enjoy that game. There are good things about that game, but it doesn't beat Underground or Underground 2. Especially Underground, I just absolutely love this game. But I just upgraded a car quickly, just to have some fun. I actually think I got a nice one. It's actually an Eclipse. I haven't used one of those in a while. And compared to the other street racing games I've been playing lately, just testing out and shit, this one's still miles ahead of them. At least this one's actually fun all the way through. Juiced and SRS just don't cut it. But oh well, I'm going to be doing quite a bit with it. I can't believe the Eclipse after putting everything up. Top speed is amazing. How can we not start this off with Olympic Square? This is... Now, one of the big things I loved about Need for Speed Underground, and why I love this game so much, is I love the tracks, I love the track design, and I love how the game looks. I love the city and the visuals the game provides me. This is one of the most memorable tracks I can think of when it comes to a race straight off my head. And it's simple, but it works. It really does work well. Oh crap. I probably should have tried this out a little bit. I damn well can't use the, I'm one of those people that doesn't like using a analog stick for racing games. I have to use a D-pad. I feel as if I have more control. But yeah, this is definitely damn well a lot faster than you would generally go on an Olympic square. Maybe I should probably also go and put the difficulty up. Oh well. I'm just having my fun. This was actually one of my favorite designs too. On oh damn it. The Samantha Custom. The Lightning one. Really, really good looking one. I love it. Granted, I'm still all for my, that rose one. I still absolutely love that rose. Body unique. Fucking hell. That body unique vinyl. But oh well, maybe I shouldn't actually go and put this up on a higher difficulty. I seem to be getting into tussle well enough now. But I'm probably going to be going through multiple actual races, maybe a sprint or two. Those aren't as likely, but I'm probably going to be doing a few races here. And at least there's race variety, track variety in this game compared to Need for Speed Underground Rivals. That and the fact that it feels very much like a checklist. This game had progression, a sense of progression. Need for Speed Underground 2, because of how, tracks worked in that game. It felt like, wrong one. SL1 for the nitrous. But because of how tracks worked in Need for Speed Underground 2, and now it was all based off of the city map, and wherever you went in the city, just changed what real track you were going to be on. It was, you had so many tracks. There was variety and what you were doing in the races, but when it comes to Need for Speed Underground Rivals, where there's 10 freaking tracks about, and again, 6 or 7 of them are all you're doing, all you're using, and some of them not even that much in the first 2 levels of the circuit. It can get a bit annoying. Let's go and do... let's go with National Rail. Why not? I don't even remember some... I don't remember them but by their names. I remember them mostly by wherever you start from and what the track looks like. But just... That's probably the biggest thing that bothers me. At least in Gran Turismo 3, they used all of the tracks pretty much constantly. There was never there were never tracks that you didn't use in the very beginning. You used them all. And at that point, at least while you're eventually going to get bored with the tracks you're playing on, you still have track variety in the game. Throughout, consistent track variety in the game throughout the entire game itself. Oh, great. Not just the end of the game. Oh yeah, I remember this track. But I've been actually meaning to go and try out Need for Speed Carbon on the city again. That would be fun. This time, I'll actually go and listen to it. And look at the story once again. Actually, no, this time I'm going to be going and listening to it with the music on. And see if the soundtrack's good, because that's one thing I never really did with that game. I've never really heard the soundtrack of Need for Speed Underground. I mean, not Need for Speed Underground. Need for Speed Carbon. Oh, damn it. Own the City. I've never really heard the soundtrack at all, and it kind of... I learn a lot about, what music I want to listen to from games. I learn of new artists and bands from going and playing games, from hearing and sampling music on a game soundtrack. Like my most recent one has been Queens of the Stone Age, who are probably my favorite group I found this year. Just a little bit ahead of Audioslave. Audioslave still kicks ass, though. And then behind that is probably them Crooked Vultures. Oh, if that supergroup got one more album, I would be so happy. But, in Need for Speed Underground 2, Queens of the Stone Age had a actual track in it in my head, which is probably one of my favorite tracks in that game, to be honest. I don't know why I didn't go look for them earlier. To be honest, I actually went and found them out, or looked out for them from basically them Crooked Vultures, which my sister showed me. But it was just like in the middle of me writing one day, because I listen to a lot of music when I go and write. I just hear in my head, and all I could think of was, I heard this song before, and it took me like a minute later. holy shit, this was on Need for Speed Underground too. It was one of those dipshit moments that just made me think, I've been missing out for a long ass time. Why the hell didn't I go and listen to this earlier? Because really, they have some great music. Let's go and do Stadium. But I don't know. Just part of me wants to go and redo the Need for Speed Underground game. Not at this very moment, but a little bit later. I wanted to do it on the PC. However, it didn't work for me on my computer, which sucks, but I'm gonna hold on to it, see if I can get it to work on a different computer, and I'll come back, but I've been just overall wanting to start up a new Need for Speed Underground game using different cars, mind you. However, this time being more like a leisure play type playthrough than anything else. In which it's very much like what I'm doing right now. Except I would definitely have to go and get rid of some of the failure. But oh well. Also been thinking about that when it comes to Burnout Revenge. Though in Burnout Revenge's case, I'm not going to be going after, you know, I'm just going to be, that one's very much going to be a, if I do go and do that, a leisure play type one, in which I'm not getting I'm not getting perfect. I am not going after 5 stars every single event. Fuck that. It is already incredibly difficult trying to go and do some of those later ones. I remember some of those events took me 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes fucking 40 minutes to go and complete. Not going to sit there and talk on just trying to go and beat that perfect. But you know, just having a casual playthrough of the game, which I haven't actually had since, well, I was a child. Because ever since that one time I beat Spyro 2, and I got everything in the game, I generally have become a completionist, and whenever I go and play a game, I try and get everything. I try and get everything I possibly can. Oh crap, probably should have braked a little bit more there. But, oh well, it doesn't really matter all too much. I've also been thinking about going and doing a Wipeout game. I own 3 Wipeout games at the moment. And if we also include, you know, emulator, actually I own 4, technically. Well, not just technically, I do own 4. But, even with an emulator, I could easily go and have more of them. But I've been thinking about doing a Wipeout game. I own Wipeout 64, Wipeout Fusion, Wipeout... was it Pulse? Damn, what do I have? Yeah, it was Wipeout Pulse and Wipeout HD. I know that there's quite a lot that I don't actually have, you know, Wipeout 1 through 3 on the PS1, though one of them is Wipeout 64. I'm guessing it's the original one. On the PSP, there's also, was it Pure? Was the one on the before Pulse? I don't even know if that one's the, you know, a lesser version of it or not. Really don't know. I'm gonna go do a sprint with this thing. We can go with this one. But there's one on the PS Vita as well. I don't know if there's one on the PS4 just yet, but whenever if one comes out, I would definitely want to go and get it. I'm not. Wipeout games are definitely a game of skill, and I'm going to be whenever I go into one of those, I'm going to be going and playing it on the medium difficulty. Fuck doing it on the harder difficulty. I barely can do, or at one point I could barely do Wipeout HD on the easy novice difficulty. And I remember doing a little bit, very little, of the game in multiplayer, online multiplayer. Because I don't really do too much online multiplayer. It's generally always local or just, you know, a LAN battle with my friends. But I did a little bit of it, and holy shit, some of these guys are great, absolutely amazing. And it just makes me feel, not insecure, but almost like I would need to step up my game, get real good at it before I actually went and tried it. So do tell me if that's an interesting idea. Because Wipeout, looking at it, isn't very much a game that is all actiony all the time. Doing every single event isn't as practical as doing every single event in something like Need for Speed Underground, in which there's, damn it, in which there's an easy, every single event is useful, every single event is interesting thing. Like some of the things you did in Wipeout games were like time trials and shit, in which, you know, as a personally, as the person playing that kind of shit, it's fine, but I don't know how that could be interesting too much watching it. Though I have gone and watched shit like that in games like Diddy Kong's Racing. Or was it Diddy Kong Racing, I mean. I had fun watching it in there, but really in a Wipeout game, I don't know. That's probably the biggest reason why I haven't tackled one yet. Go and get another sprint here. Ninth and Frey. That'll be a decent one. Just some of the... Well, the biggest reason why I haven't actually started on some of my PSP games is just because I just have the PSP recording it, my computer, and the software I have, all the software I have, doesn't like editing up those videos. And it's not the bitrate. It's not... I have to see if it's a codec or something. Or... it's something that I just have to go and, you know, test a lot of shit out for. But if I get it to work, I'll go back and play some PSP games. I still love my PSP. I still have quite a lot of games I want to play on the PSP. Like, I still have Secret Agent Clank to go and play. Because, well, I need to finish that game for once. And I think recording it, or, you know, having a practice playthrough to record it, is good justification and motivation to beating it myself. I also have games I love on the PSP, like Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. I played that and couldn't believe really what I was playing on a PSP the first time I played it. I actually played through the game and a half at one point. It was the same week I got it in the same batch of PSP games as Need for Speed Carbon on the City, which actually made that batch of PSP games really, really worthwhile. Because, shit. I went and played and just had so much fun seeing what the PSP could do. So much fun with the game itself. The controls worked really, really well for a PSP. The only thing I could not really get myself on is the, I really wish, oh shit. I really wish the, what was it called? The camera was a bit further back. Because the, sometimes you could just get blindsided by an enemy in that game. Other than that, and the final boss just being, because that's more of how the game's combat works. Just not being good for a final boss. But oh, that game was amazing. It was pretty short. Oh well, didn't actually beat that one. Nah, I'll do one more race in this one, and then I'll end the video. But oh well, there's so many games I do want to go and try out on the PSP. Another one, Lord of the Rings Tactics. I've played about 1/4 of that game, and I need the justification to go ahead and beat that game. It isn't all that bad. I would say it's definitely a completely different game to the Third Age in the Game Boy Advance. And that Third Age in the Game Boy Advance definitely was more of a actual a tactical strategy game in which you had an army to go and use, and you had to figure out how to use all the soldiers you had to win. In which the soldiers really weren't all that, I'm not gonna say powerful, but they had far less value, far less depth to them than in the Lord of the Rings Tactics, in which everybody seems to have. It's more of a party game in which you have a party instead of an army, and the just to use. Everybody has far more depth and value. Oh shit. But I don't know, I just don't feel as if it works as well, but at the same time I do like it. So that's kind of weird. Crap. I'm still ahead, but I just got done playing some Two Towers earlier. I just started thinking to myself, I really have no idea what I'm going to be doing after I finish the games I have now on my channel. I mean, I do have plans of, finishing the entire Legacy of Goku series. But what then? I'm nearly done with the Donkey Kong Land series. I'm nearly done with so many things. Yet, I don't really know what I should be doing after everything else. And not to mention, I don't even know what I really should be doing with my racing games. I like playing racing games, but I don't know what one I should complete next. I bought a lot of them. I bought quite a lot of them. Like around 5 of them not too long ago. And I've tried them. I've enjoyed them. Well, some of them. I haven't got to every single one of them. But there's no spark that's trying to, when I played Need for Speed Underground, when I played especially Need for Speed Carbon on the City, there was a spark. I had trouble. I lost content in Need for Speed Underground. I had to re-record that content. Again, that made me have to go and replay the entire game. I'll do one more. I just feel like it. Nah, not National Rail. terminal. When I played Need for Speed Carbon on the City, I beat the game, and then I immediately recorded it after. I played the game through twice. There was a really big spark there. I don't feel the same when I play a game like Juiced. I don't feel the same when I go and try and play a game like SRS. I still have quite a lot of games left. Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero is probably what I'm going to be attempting next, just to get the feel of it. I've beaten one of those games before. It was actually the Game Boy Advance one. It really wasn't all that bad. I actually enjoyed it. But a long time ago, I think my brother had one of them. He sold it eventually, actually pretty quickly. So I don't really remember much of it, but I'm going to be attempting that. That series is supposed to be pretty good, especially that game in general, if I remember correctly. But damn it, I knew that was going to happen. One of the games I tried before that I just couldn't get myself to want to play, because I just don't like playing the game, is Need for Speed Most Wanted. I just... Damn it. I don't... Part of me really doesn't see why people like playing that game. I sort of enjoy it, but at the same time, I don't understand how people can love that game so much. Oh, crap. That's not good. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Don't know why I did this track. I don't really like this track during the late part of the game. I really don't like this track late in the game. But oh well. If not, if Burnout 2 didn't go and screw up on me, I would probably have that. But I'm going to wait until I, you know, just for another time to attempt that again. Oh, crap. The car is too fast for me to control when it's been a long time since I played the game. But if by PSP, if I can really get to capture PSP footage again, and more specifically edit PSP footage again, without there really being a... Oh, shit. Without there really being a problem, then I also have Burnout Legends, which I wouldn't mind going and playing. Some things I just don't like about Burnout Legends, but that game's really, really good for a PSP game. And I did play it a long time ago when I originally had a PSP before it broke. And it just... I couldn't, let's say, appreciate it like I do now. Because all for nothing is just... Oh, shit. No, don't flip over. Okay, flip over. I can't believe I made that. That was a good race. Oh well, I screwed up a lot in that one, but I would love to go and just play some Burnout Legends and record that. That would be so much fun. Not to mention, that would be easy as all hell. Though I probably wouldn't be going and doing the crash events in that one. The crash events, the big difference between them and Burnout 3's crash events is just, holy shit, I've gone through some of them and there's no actual, I haven't found any multipliers. I went to like the 17th one and there's no multipliers. And all I can think of is, why the hell is there any multipliers? But
Oh well. Until next time, everybody. See ya.